We got another project. Today it is a 1990 Dodge W250 Power Ram. Thing's lifted already. It's got, I think it's 37-inch tires. It's got a flatbed. That's messed up right there, obviously. Inside's a little rough. We're gonna try to fix her up, see what we can do. Got a little bit of space behind the seats. Ooh, look at all that trash. Yeah, this thing needs very good cleaning. I was about ready to go inside and start it. Battery terminals ain't even on. Trying to save the battery life and can't even start my truck. Ooh, look at the inside of this. That is not good. Haven't started this thing in forever, so hopefully it still starts. Got some lights. Radio's on, that's cool. Make sure this thing is in neutral. Hopefully it starts. Oh yeah. Woo, a couple of lights, but it's on. Uh-oh. I don't know if it's dying out or if that's idle. Oh, that's idle. All right. All right, well now, gotta drive it down to the barn, get it in there, and we can start working on it a little bit. Oh no. Oh no, it died. Let's see if it can start up again. Woo. Oh, this thing is running rough. It hasn't been ran in a while. Oh, and nothing again. What in the world was that? What was that? Let me check under the hood real quick. Oh, everything looks okay. No fires or nothing, so that's something. I think I'm gonna give her a couple more shots off camera, see if I can get her to actually run straight until get her back in the shop and actually figure out what's going on. Well, I'm back under the hood. It seemed to me like there was some kind of vacuum leak, but I don't see anything yet. It also might be something to do with all this emissions crap, because it's still got the smog pump hooked up. This went bad on my other truck, the EGR valve, and that made it like barely run. Made it run like crap. So I'm gonna check all that out, see if I can find anything that's making it run like junk right now. I got it running and it's idling right now. Not sure how long it's gonna stay idling, but it's sounding pretty decent right now. I think I'm gonna try to let it idle for a little bit before I try to hit the gas, because some reason when I was trying to hit the gas before, it just kept trying to die out. So I'm gonna let it run a little bit longer and then I'll try to move it. I'm gonna try to hit the gas and see what happens. That wasn't bad. Okay, so maybe it's running pretty decent now. It's not trying to die out when I do that. It still doesn't feel exactly right, but I'll just idle it all the way down there. Got her in the pole barn. It's definitely idling high, so we gotta fix that. That doesn't sound right. The brakes I thought were bad, but they actually felt decent coming in here, so I don't know, we're gonna go over that, check that out. Definitely need to fix this idling high problem. That might have been half the problem why it didn't want to run right in the first place. Yep, got a couple things to do to check this thing out. Guess I pulled in here a little crooked, huh? This truck is extra tall. I'm not tall, I'm like 5'6", but this thing, like, to look into the engine bay. Let's see. Oh, I can't even reach the hood when it opens up. Yeah, I need this stool to help me even look into the engine bay. Even then, not that great of a difference. While I'm here, this is what I had to mess with to get it to run. That's the air idle control valve. I unplugged it at first, and then it was still not running great, but somehow it was keeping itself idling. So while it was still doing that, I plugged it back in and it started running pretty smooth. When we first bought this truck, I had to replace the air idle control valve. when I replaced it, I bought a really cheap one. That's probably why it's doing whatever the heck it's doing now and messing up. I don't know what unplugging it and replugging it in does, but somehow it did something. If it started up again, it might go crap again. I have no idea. I need to go ahead and make a list of things I gotta do to this. I thought the brakes were gonna be a problem. Turns out they're not that bad. They might still need going over. I need to definitely clean all this out. I need the fuse box is hanging down right now. I need to get that put back up. The rear view mirror isn't even on. Didn't need to get that up. That's not hard though. Definitely need to clean all that out. I need to find a gas cap for this and probably a couple other things. I made a short little list here of things we gotta do. It's not that much, honestly. Probably gonna add more. Got vacuum the inside, find a gas cap, check the brakes and the fluids, fix the high idle, and check that air idle control valve. Probably open it up, see if the inside looks all gunked up or if I need to buy another one. I think what I'm gonna do first is go ahead and clean out the inside because there's a bunch of junk and just like random stuff like this. There's some parts, which is nice. And there's some questionable findings from the previous owner in the back seat. But we're gonna get that all cleaned out. I vacuumed this little bit up right here where I got all the parts sitting. I just wanted to do a little before and after kind of thing because I didn't realize how messy this actually was. And I'll probably have to come in here at some point again and like do a really, really good deep cleaning. But there's junk all over. Some pieces even look like there's a little bit of broken glass, which is kind of concerning, especially because I don't see any broken windows or anything in here. But we'll figure that out. Yeah, just the seat is all nasty. The dash is not looking the best either. Whew. Not even halfway done. Some very interesting findings. There's a dress. There's a speaker that looks very old. I'm pretty sure that's factory. Yep, Chrysler factory. There's I mean, that thing's full. Tons of push. Let's keep finding more. Not a good discovery. Very not good. Not too sure what to do. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and just vacuum them up. I don't really know what else to do here. They're everywhere. Yeah, they're gonna have to just get vacuumed up. I have no idea. I can't just let them go. Oh well. Holy crap, this is gonna take forever. As I was vacuuming, I made a discovery. That side has a speaker, this side does not. That's where that speaker that was sitting over there came from. The wires are just hanging right there. Don't know where the cover is. Haven't found that yet. But that's good to know. At least the speaker's here. Vacuuming made a massive difference in what this thing looks like. The back seat looks so much better. The seat looks better. Still probably gonna get a seat cover or something for that. Definitely need to like do some kind of steam cleaning or something there because that's disgusting. The floors much cleaner, much better. I also even found the little pad for the brake cover, so that was cool. Just slipped that on real quick. That's nice. Things like the doors and everything still need a good wipe down. The dash is pretty dirty. That needs wiped down. There's plastic trim in the back or whatever that needs good wipe down. The headliner, not even sure what I'm gonna do with that. In my other truck, I just took it out, but the paint was good underneath it, so I don't know. I'll see what this one looks like. Decide from there, I guess. But for now, that's one thing crossed off the list. That's done. So now we still got gas cap, check the brakes and fluids, fix high idle, and check air idle control valve. I'm gonna wipe down everything on the inside later, like once I get the running part all good and done, and before I get ready to sell it. I'm gonna make sure everything looks nice and detailed on the inside, make sure everything looks clean. But for now, I'm gonna focus on getting it running and driving right. So I'm gonna check the brake fluid right now. If I can even, I don't know if I can reach. Might have to literally climb in the engine bay. Hold up. Where's the stool? Goodness. That is a long way down. Since that's giving me a hard time, I'm just gonna go ahead and check the oil real quick. Looks pretty good. Could add a little bit more. It's not that bad. Not as low as I thought it was gonna be, honestly. It's leaking a lot of oil all over the block and everything. I thought it was gonna be way lower. That's good. It has brake fluid for 2 different colors, which is very interesting. Probably should get topped off. I guess that means there's no break in any of the brake lines. Go ahead and add some of that. It's like barely anything left in that. Good thing I have another jug. All right, a little bit more. That's about right. Pull it a tiny bit more on this side, even though it probably doesn't need it. Yep, looks pretty good to me. Got that all back on there, nice and tight, not going anywhere. We didn't check the actual brakes yet, but I'm gonna cross off the fluids part because check the oil and the brake fluid. I didn't check the transmission fluid. I'm gonna do that now. I looked for the transmission fluid dipstick, couldn't find it. I don't know, shift's fine. I'm not gonna worry about it right now. Maybe later I'll worry about it if it starts acting up. The next 2 things on the list are the high idle and the air idle control valve. Honestly, all I'm gonna do for that is start it up, see if it starts up right, because if it doesn't, then it's probably that. If it does start up right and runs good, again, I don't know, maybe that thing just for sitting a little bit, maybe messed it up. Maybe it's working good now. There's that screw right there that if the idle's high, which it is, I'm gonna screw it in. That should lower the idle. See if that helps. If it doesn't, we'll go from there. I don't really think that if it's running right and running good now, I don't think there's any point in opening up the air idle control valve and possibly messing something up in there and having to buy another one. Man, it is so much nicer getting in here, and it's like actually kind of clean. Gonna go for the startup. This door, gotta close the door, that's really annoying. Let's see. So started up good. Still idling definitely high, but it sounds good. Let's go see if we can fix that high idle. Like I said before, I'm just gonna turn that screw right there in a little bit, try to make it sound right. Hopefully I can get that. It's gonna be hard to record, so I'm just gonna set you guys on the tripod and you can watch me do it. Sounds better. I'm gonna go inside and rev it up and see what happens. So what's happening now is there's a spring on the throttle return, like to pull the throttle back to a dead idle. That spring seems a little bit worn out, so which happened on my other truck, so I'm gonna probably have to find a replacement for that. The best I can do right now is try to spray down where it moves. Maybe it'll help it move way smoother and the spring will do its job right. But it's sounding pretty good right now. I think I'm gonna leave it there. I might go down a tiny bit more, but it's sounding pretty good right now. I like where it's at. It's revving up good, so I guess the air out of control valve just needed a little bit of time to kick in and reset itself. It seems like spraying that down helped a lot. It returns nice now. Before it'd get hung up right about like there and not push that in all the way, but now it's doing that. So good old PB Blaster saved the day. That's one more thing we can cross off our list. Fix the high idle. I'm gonna kind of check off fix the air idle control valve because I think it's probably fine. I think it just needed a little bit of help after sitting for a while. Still don't have the gas cap and still didn't check brakes. But what I'm thinking is I might go take it for a little bit of a test drive. We have a long driveway, so I'm just gonna go down the driveway, figure out what the brakes are feeling like, see if there's anything else I can tell while it's driving, see if I need to fix anything else. All right, I'm gonna take this thing for a little bit of a test drive. Hopefully my camera stays up. I don't even know if you can see me right now. So hopefully this thing starts up and runs good. Let's see. Still idling high. Man, I can't see nothing. I am very close to the side of the bull barn. All right. It's running and driving pretty nice right now. That's not that bad. Let's see if it'll stop. Yeah, the brakes are fine. Huh. That wasn't bad at all. I'm gonna keep test driving it and see what happens. It still is revving high. The PB Blaster apparently did not fix that. Right now it's idling about where I want it to idle. But when I hit the gas, see, now it's where it idles, it's idling high. It won't go all the way back down. I'll show you. Still has plenty of way to go that way, and then it idles down. And that sounds a lot better than it did. That sounds like the normal clean idle before it was pretty high. As I'm sitting here, it's idling higher and higher. Yeah, now it's back at the high idle without me even touching the gas or anything. It might just be that spring is very worn out. It's that spring right there. I had to replace that on my truck. Here is the one from my truck, actually. I had to replace that on mine and get a different one. I actually found one from a junkyard that wasn't wore out, surprisingly. But I had to replace that because it was doing the same thing except way worse on the other one. I'm kind of curious if I put this on along with the one that's already on there, if it'll help. Maybe I'll try that. Well, it worked for right now. I don't know if it's gonna last, but I put both of them on there and immediately it was like, it idled itself down. Now it kind of worries me that it's idling a little too low. Also, that's wet. I don't know if I overfilled it or if the seals are just not good anymore on that. curious to see how it feels to hit the gas with both of those on there. Ah, it feels fine. That feels great. I think I figured it out. This is sloppy, and there was a couple, maybe like an inch of the throttle cable. So I wanted to tighten that up, and I put this on the end of that. Forgot I did that. So I think that was weighing down the throttle cable more than those springs could handle. And that's why it was slowly revving up. But I just took that off and it feels fine now. I don't know if I'm gonna have to figure out anything with that. I mean, it's got plenty of, like, it works fine. So maybe I can just leave it like that. Well, the brakes feel good to me, so we get to cross that off. We need to find a gas cap still. And I'm gonna say the idle air control valve is doing good now. It's running great. So I'm gonna fully cross that off. So now we just need the gas cap, and I think running wise, it's really not bad at all. I think it's fine. Then we get to go into things that make it look better. Found this gas cap. It's a little broken if you twist it too much. If you find the right point, it kind of wants to come out, but everything else, all the other gears, I guess, I don't know how gas caps work, but everything else feels fine. And you can unscrew and everything. So I'm gonna put this one on, and I'm gonna call that good for now. It's also just being held up by a zip tie. It'd be kind of nice to figure out a way to actually get that to sit right. But with this flat bit on here, I don't really know what the proper way to do it is. I mean, there's not like a specific hole or anything up top for it. But anyway, that's another thing that we can cross off. Let me go ahead and do that. Boom, done. Just found something kind of interesting. This one seems fine, a little bit. It's better. Not as bad as that. What about this other side? It's a little soft. That one's fine. Wonder if they cut the holes too big on the other side. Very suspicious wiring. This is also loose on that side. This one's not that bad. Yeah, it is. Yeah, this wiring is a little iffy. You know what? If it works, it works. I don't really care. I also just remembered I need to fix the hood latch, because this is how you open it right now. That's why I haven't fully closed it, because this is the only way to open it, and this wire is like very thin and kind of hurts your hand to pull. You have to pull like really hard. So I got to figure out what's up with that and fix that. I added that to the list. That way I can just remember it, I won't forget it. Probably gonna keep looking around a little bit to find anything else that I can add to the list. Just kind of nitpicky. I definitely need to clean everything up really well. I don't know when I'm gonna do that. Kind of want to do that now. It's very tempting. Probably gonna wait. I went to go look for where the hood release is. It's supposed to be right there. It's not. I don't know where it is. The cable's going behind it too. The cable's just not here. So that's interesting. Never had that before. I have no idea what happened to that cable. I tracked down the other end of that cable, found it. Well, the camera won't even focus, but it's broken. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. I don't have another cable right now, so I guess I'm gonna leave it for right now. I can't really do much. Completely forgot I even had this off. I gotta put that on. It's not that big of a deal, but now that I don't really have to mess with any of that, might as well. It's kind of dirty in there. I'm gonna go dump that outside. Got that cleaned out. I'm gonna go ahead and put it on. Gotta get the lid. Found the lid, a little dusty, so I'm gonna wipe that down. Perfect, ready to go on. Doesn't that just make it look so much better? I think it does. I think it looks good. I think it's time to start focusing a little bit more on the inside. Got the rear view mirror there. Got this plate that's supposed to go right there. for the fuse panel. So gotta put that all up because every time I hit this clutch, I'm like half kicking that. Honestly, I have no idea why they even took this off. Because I mean, like, oh, well, I was gonna say it's easy, but maybe not. Well, I figured it out, and I also figured out why the glass is broken. They glued this little tab on backwards. Like, this should be the side that got glued on, and the other side should not, because it is, I don't know if you guys can tell, it's like, it's skinnier on this side and wider on that side. And this has those little edges that's supposed to slip over that wide side, and then the screw that's supposed to screw down on that. I'm not really sure what to do, because there's not a good way to go about that. Even if I did get it off, I don't have the glue or anything to put it back on, so that's kind of a problem. I don't know what to do right now. I think I'm just gonna switch gears and go over to the fuse box and see if I can put that back up. But I also don't know where any of the screws are. Hopefully they're in here somewhere, and hopefully I didn't vacuum them up while I was vacuuming. Found some screws from my other truck. Hopefully some of them fit. If not, I'm gonna have to keep looking. I found one that fits, so that's a win. I think I have 3 of those of the same size, which there's supposed to be 4, but you know what? It's better than nothing. I'm also just now realizing there's not only the whole fuse box, but there's also this random plug, which didn't just come unplugged. It had been sitting there, so I gotta figure out where that goes. Probably should do it before I put the whole fuse box and everything in. Might just make it harder. In the process of trying to find where the one plug goes, I found another one that's just unplugged, just sitting there. Don't know where that one goes either. Yippee. You know what, I think I'm just gonna call them extras and kind of push them up there and kind of do away with them. You know what, it's running, who cares? I'll tell you what, it's not the most pretty thing in the world, but it's up there and out of the way. For some reason, I couldn't get it to go in like straight, like something's hitting that and not letting it go in there the way it should, which is kind of weird. But you know what, it's out of the way, and I'm not gonna like hit it with my foot or anything. And the screws are on there strong, and it's not gonna come down or anything. So that'll work for now. I made a decision, since that has to come off anyway, I'm gonna try heat. I'm gonna try propane torch. I'm gonna find out if it works. I saw a video, some other guy did this with vice grips and propane. I'm gonna try it, because it ain't gonna come off any other way, I don't think. Not that I know of, anyway. Looks like the other owner tried to just rip it back off, and that clearly cracked the glass. Yeah, hopefully this works. Just realizing the other owner, or in the video, they had it on the right way, so there was an actual like lip for the vice grips to bite onto. Mine's on the wrong way. I don't got that. I don't know what to do. I'm gonna try to get a screwdriver. Got an extra long screwdriver. Hopefully I don't burn myself or anything else. All right, let's see if this works. Oh, it worked. Look at that. Now it's in the floor burning the carpet somewhere. Uh-oh. Look at that. It worked. That's awesome. All right, now I need to get a razor blade and scrape that off. Got the scraper. Let's try to get it off. Hopefully it comes off without messing something up. Oh yeah, that comes off pretty easy. Hold up, I need a better, oops. Terrible noise, but it comes off. All right. All the glue's off. That was pretty easy. Thought that was gonna be way harder. So like I was showing you before, this is the side that they had out. This is the side that it needs to have out. And I don't know if it's gonna be hard to show, but that slides, it slides in like that. And they had this side out, where it was backwards. They were trying to slide it in like that. It's just, I mean, it doesn't work. So it has to be like that for it to work. That's gonna be it for this video. Got a decent amount done on this list. Definitely still need to do more, so this is just part one. There's gonna be at least a part two, probably more. I don't really know yet. Got to get that mirror glue and that hood latch cable. I don't know if I'm gonna do that or not. The latch isn't even there on the inside, so I don't know if it's worth it. Yeah, thanks for watching.